It's nothing to take 3 to 5 minutes before you start affirming. This shit about to piss me off, dog. What's good, y'all? This shit motherfucking shoveling boing. If you don't know me, my name is Bob the fuck Builder, babe. And what I do is I change your fucking life. Now let me stop playing, bro. Anyways, if you're new here, my name is Tone. I like to teach people about manifesting, mental health, changing your life. I don't have the same intro over and over again today. I really just want to talk about the fact that if you're manifesting literally anything, here's what I want to say, because I have to remind myself of this too. If you, what the fuck was that? Bullsh slap on me and call me Bobby Bullsh, bitch. Pretty much what I wanted to say was, as far as manifesting goes, if your entire life, I hate when my nose gets stuffy. Also, I had to get my nose re-pierced today. That shit sucks. Anyways, I be all over the place, but I don't give a fuck, because I'm just trying to relate. Anyways, if your whole life is a fucking manifestation, bro, if your entire life is a manifestation, your money situation, your friends, your relationship, what type of events you experience, what type of people you experience, then why do we play with it so much? And I don't mean like play with it in a good way. I mean play with it like people say their affirmations and they're kind of bullshitting, or they do their visuals and they're bullshitting, or they're not taking time to like do the things I tell y'all. Like if you're gonna affirm, take a cup, bro. It's nothing. Here we go with that stuffing nose again, bro. It's nothing to take 3 to 5 minutes before you start affirming. This shit about to piss me off, dog. It's nothing to literally take time, 3 to 5 minutes, to do some deep breathing before you start even doing affirming or visualizing. And I tell y'all to do this specifically for the fact that y'all be like, oh, I get these intrusive thoughts when I'm manifesting, or I can't focus, or it seems like my visuals or my affirmations aren't working. Bro, take time to breathe and get relaxed before you do this. What I've noticed is, I remember when I first started Law of Assumption, I started doing like breathing while I was affirming, and this is just bro science. So the source is, just trust me, but you don't got to do it, but test it out for yourselves and tell me what y'all think. Do affirmations without doing what I'm going to tell you, and then try it doing what I'm going to tell you. Obviously, like I said, start with doing the deep breathing before you even start affirming. But as you're affirming, start breathing in and out, like controlling your breath as you're affirming. And in my experience, if your breath is the source of life and God is the source of life, that means you're connecting with the source of life while you're telling yourself who you are. And in my experience, it just felt 10 times more powerful. Like sitting there saying, like, doing my affirmations, and like saying my affirmations, and I'm just like calming my body down. And what I noticed is things manifest a lot faster when I do that, and I don't have as many distractions. I get caught up in it. I did it this morning, bro, and I had the craziest, like, I don't know if I want to call it out of body experience or mystical experience, but it was like I was back on a street that I lived in when I was like 10 years old, and it relates to something that I'm manifesting. So it was just like, it felt so real that when I woke up from it, mind you, I was saying affirmations, so when I woke up from it or snapped up at it, it felt like it was real, and I was like in shock to be back in this reality. And that's the feeling I tell y'all, when you do your affirmations or you do your visual, that's the feeling you're looking for. When they say, whenever God says feeling is a secret, that's what they're talking about. It's either a sense of satisfaction, it's a sense of thrill, almost like a mental orgasm, or what was the word? I'm shocked. Like you're like, oh, that wasn't my actual reality. Like you come back to this reality, and it's almost like a shock that the other reality that you were just affirming wasn't real. You feel me? That's how lost in it you should get when you're doing your affirmations. And as you get better at it, you'll notice it won't take as much time. So that was just a tip. But my whole point of this video is please stop playing with manifestation. And what I mean by that is like stop bullshitting. A lot of y'all just want to like, oh, I'm gonna dabble in it, I'm gonna do it here, I'm gonna do it there. Don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out with anything, bro. If you're gonna do that shit, go balls to the wall with it. And I tell y'all this all the time, like, even if it's outside, not when I can't even say anything's outside of manifestation, but let's just talk about other subjects. If you're gonna do a sport, you think you're ever gonna be good if you're just kind of in and out? Some days you practice, some days you don't. Some days you feel like you wanna, work out, some days you don't. The people who end up getting really good at something or a lot of success are the people who are consistent and they stop playing with it. And I'm telling this to beginners, even people who have been doing this, like, y'all are like, oh, I try this technique and that technique, and I do this and I do that. And they're like, but nothing's manifesting. Bro, get back to the fucking basics. The basics of this is relax, do your visual or do your affirmations until they feel real for you. And it might not happen in the first session of you doing it. It might take a couple sessions. Once you get it down to where you get that thrill, that shock, or that satisfaction, y'all gonna see how easy manifesting is. Because I'm about to blow my own mind this year. And not only was this video just a reminder for me, but it's a reminder for y'all too. Like, stop playing with this shit. Have fun with it, obviously, but stop playing with your own life. Because if your thoughts create your entire reality, if your imagination creates your entire reality, why are y'all bullshitting? Like, seriously, why are y'all bullshitting? Like, it's like some of y'all want to play with this, and I notice just as I get more clients and I meet new people, I notice the difference between people who are succeeding and who aren't. The people who are succeeding are the people who take this shit serious to a sense. Like, there's obviously, like I said, there's a balance. You don't take it so serious that, like, if it doesn't manifest in a day, you think you're bad at manifesting. But I mean, like, they're using their imagination every day. You're exercising your imagination because it is a skill to use that. Like, a lot of y'all don't use it, or you only use it for this specific person, or you want this specific situation resolved. Use it in every single area of your life and imagine intensely. Don't imagine and, be bullshitting. Like I said, imagine intensely. Imagine intensely. Imagine intensely. I notice a lot of y'all, if y'all have ever experienced this before, if there's something you really wanted to manifest, you probably went really hard with it. Like, you wasn't bullshitting. You did your visuals, you did your affirmations, or whatever it was. You did it to the best of your ability and it manifests quick, right? So why don't y'all take that same approach with other things? You feel me? Don't just be bullshitting and picking and choosing what areas of your life you want to manifest, bro. Manifest every part of your life. I want y'all to be happy. I want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to be at peace. Because the other day, here's another thing, another tip I want to give y'all. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. Probably just going to be like me rambling, I guess. But another tip is, and I forgot that quick, but I'm going to go to the other one because I had a third one. Somebody asked me about the type of meditation that I do. The type of meditation that I do, I call it either damn, this shit kind of squeezing my head. I either call it the dark night meditation or entering the cave. Now, literally all I do, this is going to be funny, but I ain't even going to, shut up. No, I ain't going to do it. But usually what I do is I turn all the lights off. I get somewhere that's real quiet and I sit with my thoughts for 15 minutes. And I told people in the past, what usually happens for me, you can go longer than 15 minutes, and you can just start with doing it 5 minutes, because I know it's going to be weird for some of y'all just sitting in the dark and observing your thoughts. For some of y'all, it might be scary as shit, but for me, I'm used to it. This is why I don't really give a fuck. Like, for the most part, I'm not going to say I'm 100% there where I don't give a fuck about anything, because that would be dangerous. But for the most part, like, I don't let a lot of shit affect me because of this type of meditation. And then I get a lot of information from what some people will call God. I call it God, Jesus Christ, your imagination. You can get information from this source, and that was going to lead me to my next point. So let me pinpoint that. Basically, like I said, what I do is for them 15 minutes, I'm just sitting and observing my thoughts. I'm not affirming anything. I'm not trying to focus on anything. I'm just sitting and watching my thoughts. And what I notice is after like 5 to 10 minutes, those thoughts disappear. And then I start connecting with the inner God in me, and I start getting answers to things. And if you haven't watched my video called How I Manifested the crazy story of how I manifested my ex-back, I talked about that in the video, how I did that meditation and I knew something without receiving any confirmation of it. And then it's crazy because it was 2 times I did that, but I knew it to the point where like I didn't have to question it, and then I got confirmation of it like moments later. And I also had someone I knew try it. And the same day that they tried sorry, somebody messaged me, but the same day that they tried the meditation, they received a $5,000 check, and then they met someone that they had met, like, well, they re-met someone that they knew from a year ago, and they thought that person was, like, these two people were amazing, and they ended up seeing them that same day. So I highly recommend y'all do that. And I do it, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't been as consistent with it lately because I've just been at peace, but when, like, I'm really in one of those funks, you feel me? It helps me get out of that funk because a lot of times it's just your thoughts and you're giving them too much power. So that's a good way to learn to take away the power from the power from the negative thoughts, and also just learning to connect with source. And this is gonna be the last thing I say, which was, people forget that with your subconscious mind, your imagination, your God, whatever you want to call it, I don't give a fuck what you call it, you can ask it questions. And the reason I want to say this is because a lot of people feel like they're on their own, or when you tell someone that they're the God of their reality, you can't. I'm smart enough to understand what that means, but I also know that, like, there's people who are like young teenagers, and you know they're just getting into spirituality, and they don't understand what God of your reality means. But anyways, this is why I wanted to tell y'all this. That way it takes the pressure off you. A lot of y'all think like it's so literal, or like you have no help, or it's just you struggling on your own. You can't get answers from anywhere else. No. If you're struggling with something as far as your manifestation, you can ask your inner God, your subconscious questions, or ask it to give you certain things, give you certain emotions, and it will do it for you. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but like, and maybe nobody else thought about this, but why is nobody like manifesting happiness or peace or tranquility, or, you know, because y'all know I like to play a lot, but this subject was like a little bit more serious for me because the peace that I felt the past few days is like astounding, and y'all could probably feel it in my energy in the way I'm talking to y'all. But I literally asked just for peace, because like, I can be honest with y'all, certain things stress me out too. That's why I have the tools and I know how to use the certain tools, but sometimes it's just like, I don't want to do that. I want to just ask the question and it be granted. I prayed. It was like, I thank you for peace in I said I thank you for supernatural peace. That's another good word to add before your affirmations too, especially when you're affirming for like emotions or whatever. So I thank my inner God, Jesus Christ, your imagination, whatever, like I said, whatever y'all want to call it. I thanked it for inner peace and supernatural peace and my peace of mind, and not stressing about everything. And I kid you not, the next day I woke up and it was like, I didn't want to play video games. I didn't want to do nothing. I was just sitting here looking at the walls, like, and some of y'all might be like, bro, you tripping, but I was literally at peace. Nothing in the world could have bothered me in that moment, and I'm still at that point. And I know this peace is like, this type of peace is going to be sustained. So I was like, I gotta share this with y'all. Whenever you get in a place where like you don't know what to do with your manifestation, or you don't know what to say, you don't know what step to take next, ask. It'll show you, either through a dream or something that's like so in your face that you can't ignore it. You feel me? So I think that's all I have to say in this video. I'm sorry for rambling at the beginning. Psych, I'm really not. I don't give a fuck. Slop me. Anyways, not literally, because I know, maybe some of y'all don't know. If y'all ever check my TikTok comments, hey, people be saying some nut shit. But anyways, point being, hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I really hope y'all apply the shit that I'm telling y'all, because I know I can change y'all's lives, because where my life came from. Don't look at me now and be like, oh, you've always been like that. No, I haven't. If y'all would have met me at age 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, even a little bit of 23, like, y'all would have been like, bro, this is not the same person. And I know that because of the things that I've applied and things that I found in life. And I'm not saying I'm a motherfucking life guru, but I've been through a lot and seen a lot. I've been to a lot of places, lived in a lot of places, seen a lot of faces. So this is why I'm able to help y'all. If y'all would just listen and trust me, we can go a long way. You feel me? That's all I got for this video. I'm out. I'll catch y'all in the next one.